with a internet company. And then she said, okay, permanent position. So I said, you have to go interview with them and see what happens for this. And we're willing to give you $150,000 to start, which is very high for just someone with a bachelor's. So they did. She got a job with them, plus the benefits, insurance and whatever, health, et cetera, et cetera. So the whole package came about close to $200,000.
The industry, academia, and government. With the Sri Lankan operations, to be exact, like we've started about 15 months ago uh, as a trial and trial. So I joined the organization as the country head. We've been focusing mostly on the B2B business, so leading large enterprises, training them on the tools that are already available, but majority of them do not know how to use them. They bought those licenses and solutions for the sake of compliance or licensing purpose, but how much do we know? Well, we do not know so much that we do not know that we do not know. That's the kind of attitude that we've seen in organizations. So what we did as Trainocate, as an initial step, we worked very closely with the human resources, the learning and development, as well as the head of IT and development to see what and where lies the issues. So Trainocate, we've developed our own skills assessment tool on the relevant products. If you're an administrator or a developer or a solution architect, you may be a machine learning expert or you want to do power apps, depends on which role you are. So we focus mainly on the roles of individuals. So our programs are also mainly role-based programs. So what we do is we assess them individually, identify them where they stand, and then provide them a roadmap on that particular path, which is more focused, rather than ad hoc. I've been in the IT training industry for the last 13 years. Well, I had a break in between selling gemstones, going to Africa, buying the rough gemstones, coming back to Sri Lanka, processing them and selling in the Far East, in China, Hong Kong. So I look at individuals as rough gemstones. You need to cut them, you need to polish them, and then put them into the market. So currently, our main focus is bridging the gap between the ICT industry as well as the ICT education. Because there's quite a number of gap because they do not know the tools that are already in the organization. So when they go to job, as you said, they look for experience. They look for people with, so I had a chat with one of the Italian startups. I was having a chat with them and I asked them, okay, if you were given this certification training, how would you, how different would it be? So what he said was, nowadays, I look for people who are more qualified and who knows the job, right? When I'm going to run. So we do co-funded, we've done free programs, but we would like the government also to come involved in these type of programs so that we could make this more larger. So I believe the industry and the academy what the tools on and getting
Mr. Mohit Gambhir, who is here. And then we also got a 5-star rating. And then more importantly, for government, they're looking at jobs creation, right? So we have 450 plus jobs of commerce industry. So both they have funded, and then we are helping the startups to go to the next. And then we are ranked number 3 bio incubator in the country. So that's all about us. A very brief introduction. Next. So we are a university-based business incubator. In fact, the topic Smart India Hackathon winner. So he is a student. He was part of our. So just say hello. They are part of. So they made an autonomous electric tractor, right? And then they have started this project in their first year. At the end of their first year, now they went into smart. They're the winners, and then they came here, and then they participated in the YouthX, brought them here. So that's how we have to show how a student idea into in a we have using in our thing. So the impulses I already talked about. Next. Yeah, this is another product. Yeah, so this is we have talked about already the tractor who is already here. Next. Yeah, so here is a startup called Village Rice. So they have, in fact, one of the, everybody is talking about diabetic problem, and then they solve the diabetic problem as well as the obesity problem by giving a high protein rice with, low glycemic, yeah, high dietary fiber. In fact, tomorrow they got an opportunity to exhibit in the Dubai Expo. The Friday they are going for Dubai Expo. Sudan is also co-founder, so they are also exhibiting here. So how the patented village rice from a very small village they have supplied to Ghana. You can see in that news. Thank you for coming here. So now we have a Carmi Health, the startup who also came here. They solved the problem of this psychology. You know, this after COVID, especially, we got into, yeah, Carmi, Gopi, come. So after this COVID, everybody got into psychological problems, and then they have a wellness app which connects for solving the problem with the psychologists and doctors. Gopi is he is in Dubai, and then he's our godfather who is helping us in connecting with all the Middle East connections. So this is what